right, so now we're picking up where we left off. Let's make a graph. We've got this data now. We've taken all of these sites at the prairie and measured all these rates, and we've got this data here in our spreadsheet. So what we're going to do is, if I'm comparing two things, what kind of graph do I need? So first, let's do this. What you're going to do is you're going to highlight, you're going to click on this cell, drag, and lift up your finger. You're going to go up to Insert Chart. Now, this is where we get all our information. These are all the different types. Let me move this over a little bit. There we go. Look at all the charts that I can choose. What do I want? Do I want bar graphs? Do I want pie charts? Do I want scatter plots? Do I want, oh, there's things on here that I don't even know what they are. Anyway, if we're comparing two things, this is probably not what I want. This is where you look at the ratio of parts to a whole. What I probably want is a bar graph. What it does now, if I've highlighted this whole table, it's given me a title. It's given me, well, we're actually going to fix this. We've got our rates here on the y-axis and our sites on the x-axis. So what I want to do is I want to change some stuff around. So a column chart is good, but I want to customize it. First of all, my title is weird, so I'm going to change that. This is a drop-down menu. I can change my horizontal axis title, my vertical axis title, a subtitle. I'm going to change this, and I'm going to type it in here, and I'm going to put infiltration rates of prairie versus turf grass. Okay, and put that in, and looks like that looks good. This looks good. I've got rates in inches per hour because Google Sheets is just trying to look at this and make a best guess for you. I like that my bar is not all the way to the top, right? We have some space, that's good. And I've got my two rates. Now, if you want to do something kind of fun, you can go here over to series. It allows you to change colors of things. So this one is saying rates in inches per hour. What I can do is, oops, hang on a second here. I can customize colors. So if I double click on this, I'm going to do this again. Hang on a second. I'm going to come out here. If I double click on my bar here, let's say I wanted a different color, the fill color to be different. Let's make this one this color. I can do the same here. I can double click on this and I can change the color if I want. Let's go back here. And I can do the turf grass and I can change the color of that as well. It looks like prairie site and turf grass site are the same. So if I click anywhere outside of my graph, one click on the outside will allow me to move it. So I'm going to put it under here. And if I click these three dots, it allows me to edit and customize whatever I want. So I did titles, I did series, I can make a legend, all kinds of things that I can do. I can make more grid lines and tick marks if I want, but in general for bar graphs, we don't need to do that, but I could. I could change, I could put minor tick marks on there if I want. You see that it changes this here. It would allow me, and I can do grid lines as well. So I'm going to leave my my graph like that. And now I can really see. I've got an infiltration rate of the prairie that's higher than the infiltration rate of the turf grass. So what we want to think about is, what does that mean? So what you're going to do, and I'm going to let you try to do this by yourself. Here are 1, 2, 3, 4 questions that are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions that we want you to answer. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in here, you're going to answer the questions, and how are you going to do that? Well, you're going to create, you're going to go back to your lab write-up. What I would do is create a new, so click on this here, go to insert your drawing, and then I would like you to answer the questions in a text box. So you can answer the question number 1 and just answer it. Write out what you're going to say and keep going down in this text box and answer all the questions. And then of course that's going to go under here, and that will be the end of your lab. So I'm going to put here too what I would like. I'm going to move this a little bit, and I'm going to put, this is data, but I'm going to put data analysis right here. I forgot to do that. So let's do that. Let's insert drawing. We're going to go text box. I'm going to bold it so I can put this in here, data, analysis, save and close. And so I'm going to take this, I can move this wherever I want. I would like to try to line them up pretty nicely like that. And there we go. There's my data analysis. And then before I do this, what we want to do is I probably would want to say, I'm going to put conclusion. So let's do bold. Conclusion. And then I can answer the questions like that. That way I've got, and I can move this again so that it's all lined up. So let's go up to view. Let's do like 75. Let's see if I can make it, so I just want you to see it all. There we go. So there's the whole thing. You've got your title, your date, your guiding question, your hypothesis, your data, your now new data table, your analysis, and then you're going to answer your questions here, and that will be the end of your lab. Now, what we're going to do next is we are going to print it, because I want you to learn how to print a Google Sheet. Now this isn't always easy. What you've got to do is tell Google Sheets what you want to print, because this is an infinite document. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on this top cell, you're going to drag, and you're going to include all of your lab, every single bit of it. You're going to go up here to File, you're going to go to Print, and what's going to happen is, oh look, see, it's not printing what I want. So what I'm going to do, instead of saying current sheet, I'm going to put selected cells. I'm going to do portrait. See if I've got it all on there. Almost. I'm going to fit here to height. What that will do is, no matter how much you have, you should be able to get it all on one page. You can play with these parameters here, and it will actually, I could even widen my, oh sorry, I want to narrow it, looks like. Can make my margins more narrow. And what I've done is I want you to figure out how to get your entire lab on one page. Okay? You're going to fit to height. You're going to get it all on one page. Once you've got your print preview the way you want it, you can go to next. And then depending on where you're going to print it, again, you'll have a print preview and you can hit print. What I want you to do then is to scan and submit, and I will show you in another video how to do that, because I want you to learn to do the whole thing from all the way from setting up your Google Sheets, entering your data, analyzing your data, printing it, scanning it, and re-uploading.